yes, some Wike is doing is symptomatic of the typical Nigerian politician. There's nothing new. There's absolutely nothing new under the sun. He just seems to be a more toutish, if there is any word like that. He acts like a tout. He and his principal. I've said it before. There is nothing different between Tinubu and Wike. They are a perfect people of the same dispositions. The only difference is one has gotten older. In his younger days, what Wike is doing is what Tinubu was doing. So all those pushing out, determining who will be governor of Lagos State. I remember there was a time, if we were following, when Fashola was governor, Tinubu showed up at a state council meeting and sat in. And people were looking at him, what are you coming here to do? You've left as governor. He came in and the man was like, but we're trying to have meeting with my committee. He says, yes, that the subjects of today's discussion are of interest to him. And that's why he came. It happened. I'm not making it up. It happened. This is the man that is the president of Nigeria today. So, I'm not expecting, which is why he likes him and felt he could bring him into his distance. He knows they have similar dispositions. But I've told people they are going to clash. The ground for their fight is being prepared. It could be this thing that he's doing, that Wike is doing in River State. But again, people have spoken nicely, like forefathers earlier said. All I just want to say is this, that I don't think Ikwere people should be dragged into a one-man, an individual's fight. In all fairness, I've heard some Ikwere people say they don't like what is happening. In all fairness, also to Amechi, who is an Ikwere man. When Amechi was leaving office, Amechi was asking for power to be zoned to the next ethnic nationality in River State. And Wike refused. He said, it's unfair that I have been governor, I'm in Ikwere, and then I'll hand over to you, you're my brother. I remember, look, whatever we have against Rotimi Amechi, and I'm not saying his sins should be forgiven because of that. What I'm just saying is, I don't think this is a one-man intention. Wike wants to be the lord of the manor. He wants to be a headmaster in River State. But I'm happy from what I'm seeing. A lot of the Ikwere people are saying, we don't support you. Yes, there will be one or two people or a few people who are benefiting from him. And we all know that this is a financial related issue. He wants to have access. Tinubu is his model. Tinubu left office and had access, direct pipeline to Lagos State resources. Yes, anybody can say what they want to say. We know that is what happened. So he wants to model himself after Tinubu. He wants to be the next governor who held control. It has failed in many other states where people try to bring a so-called godson, but after a while, they and their godson will fight. It happened in Abia State between Tio Oji and Oji Zokalo. It happened. It has happened literally everywhere that we've had one person leaving office and wants to institute himself. But the answer to all of this is what we've been saying here. Let's have our constitution work. Let's have the judiciary interpret that constitution accurately. If we say that if you cross carpet after you have won election under the umbrella of a political party and you leave that party when there's no crisis, then you lose your seat. There should be a new election. Well, all these people, they want to contest the context, and then the new people go in. But if we're going to have the judiciary come later on and say that, no, these men have not lost their seats, and do all the jugnu that we see they are doing, then Nigeria will continue to be running around in these circles. It's not rocket science. Let's just do the right thing. I listened to Abakoba, and I'm sure we probably will get to that in the course of our conversation. And he made some very valid suggestions. Let's begin to implement and make the little changes, like we said last week when we're having this conversation here. Make the little changes that we need to make that will remove this, this monster that it creates of governors and creates of political office holders. That is what is happening. Why should one man be responsible for determining who will be the governor of a state after him? Why? In which society does it work? You will see that somebody will govern Texas, and if Texans feel that, okay, Republicans, we are tired of you, the next governor will be a Republican. And it happens in New Jersey, it happens in New York, it happens elsewhere. Why is it only in Nigeria that one man will say, I'm leaving office, I need to put my stooge to come after me? It is because there's something fundamentally slightly wrong with our electoral process. These things need to be corrected. But again, it's not for the want of having good processes. I think we have good processes. I think the problem is with the individuals who run these processes. there is something fundamentally wrong with us as a people, that we don't want to follow the laws, follow the processes to do the right thing. Fubara has the right to, run his government freely, and let people of Rivers State determine. I don't even think it is in one man's power to say Fubara has broken any law. No, let the people say, okay, you know what, there's something Fubara has done wrongly. We are recalling him, or we're waiting for him at the next election, or make submissions to the state assembly to say, based on so and so infractions, impeach him. I don't think it's for one man to say, because he suddenly feels slighted that the person he put in office is not towing towards him anymore, then you start instigating his removal. I don't want to repeat what everybody has. People have spoken nicely. I don't think there's anything new to add except the few things I just mentioned. Let the Nigerian system work, the constitution work as is, and any infraction, let the judiciary interpret those infractions properly. Right now, our judiciary is a big problem. They are interpreting the laws in a way that is causing chaos and confusion left, right,